Dan Illman, Mike Beer, race number 8 at Kentucky Downs on Saturday, one of several graded stakes races on this quality card. It is the ladies' turf. We are going 1 mile on the turf. $500,000 is the purse. Bet this nice card with a DRF Bets account. Don't make you a bad person to sign up for DRF Bets. $100 deposit matches yours at drf.com/bet. Let's meet the field for the ladies' turf, presented by Three Chimneys, by the way. It is a grade 3 race. We've got ourselves a field of 9. We'll talk about them in post-position order, beginning with the 1, Coach Whip. And I liked Coach Whip all the way going back to the Bewitch. She ran into Icky Macho, who was just in raging sharp form in the spring. And considering it was her first race stretched all the way out, she ran well. Jack Sisterson found a good spot in that synthetic race at Arlington 2-back, and she outclassed those horses. And I just don't think the trip worked out for her last time out. Didn't break, rushed up. She can be forward in here, Mike, but I wonder if she's kind of a tweener. I think she wants a little bit more than a mile and maybe a little bit less than a mile and a half.
Yeah, it's interesting that you brought that up because that's what I was wondering. You know, I don't mind them going shorter with her off of her recent form. I just wonder if she wants maybe not to go this short. Maybe she wants something in between. Pretty nice horse, though, and in good form for Sisterson right now.
I want to throw up the Time Form US pace projector for this race because you see it's a blue bar scenario. And in Time Form US parlance, that favors horses on or near the early lead. And the 2, Simply Breathless, 5-1 on the morning line is going to have to overcome that situation if it becomes true. Simply Breathless has done nothing wrong since coming to North America for Neil Drysdale. Won her first 2 starts and then caught a really good horse in Juliet Foxtrot last time out. Juliet Foxtrot just missed to Vasilika last time out in Southern California. I like that she could be somewhat versatile from a pace standpoint, and she got a big 2-back.
Yeah, I don't see why she has to be that far off the pace. And we'll see how they decide to play it, I guess. There's only 3 starts in North America to go off of, but in 2 of them, she was relatively forwardly placed. So I can see her getting the right trip in this race. And to me, she's run well in all of her races over here.
Another horse that might have to overcome this blue bar setup is the number 3, Calio. But this is a Scat Daddy filly that might be getting good at the right time for Brendan Walsh. Let's go back to her prep at Ellis Park last month. She's in the teal silks, and boy, she's traveling real well, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, she really was confidently ridden this race. This was a pretty a nice setup for her, but she got a great ride getting to the outside. She comes with a really strong finish to close it down. I also felt like she ran really well 2 starts back. I just think she's really in good form right now, and I like that she already has a win over this turf course.
And that was her first big. She's getting faster again, perhaps at the right time. I've always liked Viva Vegas. She found a good spot last time out at Indiana Grand. It was a race that featured an honest pace, and she was able to wear them down. She is certainly capable of running Beyer speed figures in the low to mid-90s, which would put her in the mix for Nacho Correas.
Yeah, I just like this horse, Dad. I don't know if she's good enough to win this race. I'm a real fan of her. She's a real hard trier. She can get any kind of a trip in a race. It was nice to see her get to the winner's circle again last time because it had been a while. I think her good race gives her a real chance in here.
I think Storm the Hill's real dangerous for Phil D'Amato. As we saw in the pace projector, this is a mare that can be close. They have her 3rd early. She has only raced twice this year. I think she is coming back to her form. In her first race back, the Wilshire off a long layoff, she got a really nice trip, in, out, evenly in between horses. I can understand anyone being disappointed, but it was off the layoff. She fired last time out in the yellow ribbon. Let's turn into the stretch of that race. She's making the lead. She was on the lead basically from the start, and it takes Beau Recall, one of the most improved horses of 2019, to slip up the inside and deny her. Check out this bob. If you're a Storm the Hill fan, or if you bet her in this race, you're devastated.
Yeah, it's a tough beat for her. It never looks like she's going to get caught, and somehow she got a terrible bob there. If this race, if that was the yellow ribbon of last year, that would have been a really disappointing loss because Beau Recall wasn't as good then as she has been this year. I don't know what happened, but she's turned her life around. This horse is dangerous.
Third start back, 98 Beyer last time out, can work out a good trip. Lynn's Legacy's just a hard hitter. And Doug O'Neill's tried her going 5, tried her going 1.5 miles, tried her against restricted company, tried her against graded company. Found Cowbreds last time out. That's what she likes. Here's Lynn's Legacy coming from the back of the pack to roll them down in the Solano Beach Stakes. I thought she ran well in here, Mike. I mean, she's far back right now. She's got a lot of work to do on the outside in that green hat. She just runs these horses over.
Yeah, big finish here to get up at the end. I like this performance. I really like this horse. I don't know if I feel like she's really a graded stakes horse, but she's pretty good when she gets the right setup. I think she needs a little pace in front of her here.
Key to this race is Mitchell Road, isn't she, Mike? I mean, because we know she can get close and there's probably not going to be a lot of pace on. And we saw what she can do when she can control a race like she did in the Gallarette on Preakness weekend, where she just went right to the front and just never gave anybody a chance to get into the race. And she sprinted away from some decent horses that included Viva Vegas. They ran her in the Diana against Sister Charlie and Rushing Fall, and she was no match for the three Chads in that race. But she's a very lightly raced horse in the extremely capable hands of Bill Mott, and she could be in control turning into the stretch.
Yeah, if she gets loose on a lead here, she's going to be really hard to beat, just based on her body of work. I mean, she's run well in every one of her races, and that includes the Diana last time, where she just couldn't settle for some reason. Chad had the rabbit in there. She just went after that horse where she didn't really have to, and she paid the price. But she actually ran really well in that race. She's the horse to beat, in my opinion.
I like how Bill Mott spaced her races out. He had mentioned that before the Gallarette, that this mare seems to do well with a little spacing between her races. I think we're going to see a good effort from her. She's probably going to be one of the shorter prices. Sensitive got a great trip and ride to win her most recent start at Ellis Park for Sean Bridgmahan. Let's watch that race, the Ellis Turf at 1 1/16. You see her pocketed right now in the green cap, and she's going to find the split. It's nice when this trip works out.
Yeah, I mean, it really did work out. She got a beautiful trip and ride in this race, and she will surge between to get up. On the outside there, the 4, that's Callio, who just was very conservatively ridden behind a slow pace and was flying at the end. Sensitive can win this race, but I prefer others.
I wonder if Jose Ortiz is going to take the race to Mitchell Road with the 9. Miss Bad Behavior. It seems that her best races in Southern California have been when she is on the lead. And last time out, listen, something happened in the Royal Heroine. I have no idea. She just pulled up. The fact that she's been away for a long time and then Richard Boltis finds this tough spot off the bench, I have a feeling she's probably doing really well. And again, she could show fresh speed. I just don't know if she's good enough. She's the kind of filly that likes to settle for minor awards.
Yeah, we'll see if she can race a horse like Mitchell Road early and still be around at the end. That's going to be a problem for her. I understand Baltus wanting to get out of California and away from Vasilika because he can't beat that horse. But this horse's good race is actually pretty good.
No, she's not bad at all, but she does have to deal with the layoff and that just questionable effort last time out. Top pick time for the ladies' turf. I liked what I saw from Storm the Hill. That's just a brutal bob if you had her last time out. She just seems like she's rounding back into form. I think she's going to trip out in this race. I went 5, 7, 4, and 3. My 4th selection's your top pick, 10-1 on the line for the upwardly mobile Callio.
Yeah, I just thought a lot of different horses could win this race, so I wanted a price. I really like her last 2 races. I'm hoping she gets some kind of setup and come with a run here. I went 3, 2, 4, and 7.
Fun race, the Ladies Turf Stakes, full field at Kentucky Downs, race 8 on Kentucky Turf Cup Saturday. Bet them all with a DRF Bets account. Grab that $100 in deposit match and start firing away with us. DRF.com/bet. Use the promo code HELLO. Approximate post time for the Ladies Turf, 4:28 Central. Best of luck.